The Walking Dead fact or fiction, they're everywhere. On our screens, in our books, even in our nightmares. The living dead, those flesh-eating ghouls, have captivated our imaginations for centuries. But what if they're more than just a figment of our collective imagination? What if the zombie apocalypse, the ultimate nightmare scenario, is closer to reality than we think? This isn't about some cheesy horror movie. This is about separating fact from fiction, about understanding the real-world science and cultural anxieties that fuel our fascination with zombies. We'll delve into the history of zombie myths, exploring their origins and evolution. We'll examine the scientific plausibility of zombie-like conditions, from brain parasites to mind-altering toxins. Prepare yourself. This isn't for the faint of heart. We're about to embark on a journey into the dark heart of zombie lore, separating the myths from the chilling possibilities. We'll confront our deepest fears, our societal anxieties, and the unsettling truths that might be lurking just around the corner. Are you ready to face the undead? Between myth and pop culture, dissecting the zombie. Zombies, as we know them today, are a relatively recent invention. Their roots, however, can be traced back centuries to Haitian folklore, where they represented a fear of slavery and the loss of free will. These early zombies weren't the flesh-eating monsters of modern fiction, they were more akin to living puppets, controlled by powerful sorcerers known as bokors. Fast forward to the 20th century, and the zombie undergoes a radical transformation. George Romero's iconic film, Night of the Living Dead, introduced the modern zombie, a reanimated corpse driven by an insatiable hunger for human flesh. This new breed of zombie, a far cry from its Haitian ancestor, tapped into Cold War anxieties about nuclear annihilation and societal collapse. From there, the zombie captured the public imagination, becoming a staple of horror literature, film, and video games. The Walking Dead, World War Z, Resident Evil. These are just a few examples of the countless stories that explore our fascination with the undead. But why are we so drawn to these creatures? What is it about the zombie that continues to terrify and intrigue us? The answer perhaps lies in the zombie's symbolic power. Zombies represent our deepest fears: death, disease, the loss of identity, and the collapse of civilization. They are a reflection of our own mortality, a reminder that we are all just one step away from becoming monsters ourselves. Mind control. Could it turn us into zombies? The idea of a zombie virus, a contagious pathogen that can reanimate the dead, might seem like pure science fiction. But the natural world is full of examples of parasites and toxins that can influence the behavior of their hosts in unsettlingly zombie-like ways. The Ophiocordyceps unilateralis fungus, for example, infects ants and manipulates their behavior, turning them into mindless drones that spread the fungus to new hosts. Toxoplasmosis, a parasitic infection caused by the Toxoplasma gondii parasite, can alter the behavior of rodents, making them less fearful of cats and even attracted to their scent. This increases the likelihood that the rodent will be eaten by a cat, allowing the parasite to complete its life cycle. Rabies, a viral disease that affects the central nervous system, can cause aggression, agitation, and hydrophobia, symptoms that bear a striking resemblance to classic zombie behavior. While rabies doesn't reanimate the dead, it provides a chilling example of how a virus can hijack the brain and turn its host into a violent, seemingly mindless creature. These examples demonstrate that the line between science fiction and reality can be blurry. While a true zombie virus might remain in the realm of fantasy, the possibility of parasites or toxins influencing human behavior in disturbing ways is a chilling reminder of the vulnerability of our own minds. Section 4. The science behind the myths, exploring zombie-like symptoms. While the idea of a reanimated corpse might be the stuff of nightmares, there are real-world medical conditions that can mimic certain aspects of zombie behavior. These conditions, while not turning people into flesh-eating monsters, offer a glimpse into the complex and often terrifying ways in which the human body can malfunction. Cotard delusion, a rare mental illness, causes sufferers to believe they are dead or do not exist. Individuals with this condition may neglect their physical needs, exhibiting a zombie-like detachment from reality. Leprosy, a chronic infectious disease, can cause skin lesions, nerve damage, and disfigurement, leading to the misconception that those afflicted are rotting while still alive. This misconception, fueled by fear and misunderstanding, has historically contributed to the social stigma surrounding leprosy. Brain damage, whether caused by injury, stroke, or neurodegenerative diseases, can result in a wide range of cognitive and behavioral impairments. In some cases, individuals with brain damage may exhibit aggression, disorientation, and difficulty communicating, resembling the stereotypical image of a mindless zombie. While these conditions do not represent true zombification, they highlight the fragility of the human mind and body. They remind us that the line between life and death, between sanity and madness, can be disturbingly thin. Section 5. No such thing as a free will? Debunking the zombie virus. The concept of a zombie virus, a single infectious agent capable of reanimating the dead and controlling their behavior, faces significant scientific hurdles. For starters, death is not a switch, but a process. Once the heart stops beating and blood flow ceases, cells throughout the body begin to die. Without oxygen and nutrients, these cells rapidly break down, leading to irreversible damage. Reanimating a corpse would require not just restarting the heart and lungs, but also repairing this widespread cellular damage. While scientists have made strides in understanding cell death and regeneration, the idea of reversing death on a macroscopic scale remains firmly in the realm of science fiction. Furthermore, the complex behaviors exhibited by zombies in popular culture, walking, biting, even seemingly coordinated attacks, require a functioning nervous system. Once the brain is deprived of oxygen, neurons begin to die within minutes. Even if a virus could somehow reanimate a corpse, it's highly unlikely that it could restore the intricate neural networks necessary for such complex actions. While the zombie virus itself might be a fictional construct, it serves as a powerful metaphor for the very real threat of infectious diseases. The rapid spread of viruses like Ebola and Zika reminds us of the vulnerability of human populations to emerging pathogens and the importance of public health measures in containing outbreaks. Section 6. The Walking Dead in Our Minds. Why we're so obsessed with zombies. The enduring appeal of zombies extends far beyond the realm of entertainment. These creatures, both repulsive and fascinating, tap into our deepest fears and anxieties, reflecting our unease about the world around us. Zombies represent a loss of control, a primal fear of being hunted by something relentless and inhuman. They embody our anxieties about disease and pandemics, reminding us of the fragility of our own mortality. The image of a horde of infected individuals, driven by a primal hunger, reflects our fears about the breakdown of social order and the collapse of civilization. Zombies also touch on our existential dread, our fear of the unknown that lies beyond death. The idea of our own bodies being reanimated and controlled by an outside force strikes at the core of our sense of self and our place in the universe. In a world grappling with climate change, political instability, and the threat of global pandemics, it's no wonder that zombies continue to resonate with audiences. They are a reflection of our deepest fears, a reminder of the fragility of our existence, and a warning about the potential consequences of our actions. Section 7. Conclusion. Zombies, a reflection of our deepest fears. The zombie, a creature born from folklore and popularized by fiction, might seem like a far-fetched fantasy. Yet these flesh-eating ghouls continue to captivate our imaginations, haunting our nightmares and fueling countless books, movies, and video games. While the science behind reanimating the dead remains firmly in the realm of fiction, the zombie's enduring appeal lies in its symbolic power. Zombies represent our deepest fears: death, disease, the loss of control, the collapse of society. They are a reflection of our own mortality, a reminder that we are all vulnerable to the forces of nature and the fragility of our own existence. The zombie serves as a cautionary tale, a warning about the potential consequences of our actions and the importance of safeguarding our health, our communities, and our planet. So, while we may never have to face a real-life zombie apocalypse, the lessons we can learn from these fictional creatures remain relevant. The zombie reminds us to confront our fears, to prepare for the unexpected, and to cherish our humanity in the face of the unknown. In the end, the true horror of the zombie lies not in its rotting flesh, but in its reflection of our own darkest fears and anxieties.